Hey everybody, this is Martha at Yoga and Fitness, and today I want to take you through a yoga practice. We're going to focus on strength, but not pushing through and doing more than what you're ready, but gentle strength, supported strength. And we are going to be incorporating two yoga blocks and using these yoga blocks to support us. And as we are moving through these poses, just listening to your body, taking the modifications, tweaking the moves the way you need them, but also knowing you are supported with these yoga blocks. So maybe see what happens if you do take the full version. You'll never know until you try. It reminds me of, um, for sure, I want you to think about Psalm 46:1, and I'm just going to read it from here. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. So we do have support in life, God. We go to God for our troubles, our peace. We find joy in God no matter what is going on, praising Him and rejoicing in Him, for Him, just praising His name, no matter what is going on. But in this practice, you also have support, right? So it's our yoga blocks. So keep your minds just listening to your body, staying present, taking this time to when we at the end, feel free to just hit pause and stay on your back and breathe and pray, get quiet and still. So that is an option, and I will remind you towards the end. But for now, just come and find a seated, comfortable position and just breathe. Like hands on the belly. Slowly exhale. Exhale. Into your mat to take care of this body that you've been gifted. Go out in your day today, living out just your gifts that you've been given. Showing up as a really good neighbor today. Help you fill your bucket often. Show up as that person, that good neighbor, that friend, a family member, wife, husband, daughter, sister, brother. You to breathe, rolling your shoulders back. Waiting for them in your breath. What works for you. Releasing your hands. Let's come into our inhale seated cat. Okay, this way, you're arching gaze out and rounding to cat. Inhaling fully out. Round. Take one and more. Here, we're going to take our right elbow up, opening up, sending it back, gaze, going as far as you're able to push it. And then our right elbow is going to down. It doesn't come all the way down. Inhale, open up. More begin, inhale, open. Exhale, twist. Inhale, elbow back. And exhale, elbow. We'll switch sides here. Inhale, left elbow. Notice if you're a little tighter on this side. more. Last one. All right, and we're gonna release. We're gonna come into tabletop. We're gonna place our hands on our yoga. Fingers are spread underneath your shoulder, right from table, tucking toes, finding down dog. And exhale, we're gonna press back. Now on carpet, just be careful. Walk your dog, traveling out at your feet, letting your head hang heavy, and straight back, toes up. I kind of take a shorter stance on the carpet. And my hands on the yoga blocks help, certainly. I'm not going to slip as much. Could put the yoga blocks up against a wall. If I just slip. So again, on carpet, be careful. I'm going to take one more. Then we're going to come into a modified plank. Now, feel free to take a full plank. Feel free to come into tabletop. But join me in a modified. So we're just going to come right back in that space right below or right above our knee. And again, your hands need to be under your shoulders. Make those adjustments. Shoulders are back and down. We're going to hold for 5, 4, 3. Abs are pulled in. Little tuck in your pelvis. 2, 1. And then we're going to move into tabletop. We'll take a cow or a cow inhale and round to cat. And do this again. Inhale, cow. And we're going to extend our right leg. As we exhale the cat, we're going to send our foot through into a lunge. Feel free to take your hand and just kind of shimmy your foot through. And we're going to press our hips forward. So great time for hands to be on blocks. And your blocks can be up high, right on the short end too. As stays lifted and open. And stay here another breath. Now you can stay right here. You can tuck your back toes for runner's lunge. Your back foot can be slightly wider than your butt. And chest stays lifted. And like all your weight shouldn't be on the blocks. So really engaging your legs, arms. You can stay here or build that strength as you rise to high lunge. Pressing your back heel, tucking your pelvis. We're going to hold. 2 more big inhale. Last one. And if you need to, you can place your hands on the blocks. We're going to step our back forward fold. Then inhale, hands to your blocks. Bends for quads, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And inhale, rise. And fold. Or, sorry, prayer. So don't fold. I hope you didn't fold. Prayer. So from here, let's grab a yoga block. Place it in between your palms. I'm going to sit back for chair. So your feet can be together or a little wider. A little together is going to be a little harder. So let's send our arms up as we send our hips back and down. Abs pulled in. Your thighs. Your other yoga block could be legs. And we're going to hold and chair. Follow your weights in your heels. As things squeeze in the block. Stay with me for 2 more. Good. And Just hold, halfway lift, lengthen, and hold. Hands on the blocks. We're going to step back to modified plank. Right above your shoulders back and down. Then from here, tuck your toes down dog. Press back and hold. You can pull it away. Or you can stay still. And two more. Okay, we're going to kind of round our spine as we land back into that modified plank. Always go into full plank and hold. Then we're going to come into tabletop. I'm going to take a cow and a cat. So take that. Extend our left leg. Cow, inhale. And cat. Left lunge. And again, your yoga blocks can be as tall as you need here. Chest is open. You can stay here. Tuck your back toes if you want to add a lunge. And light touch on the blocks. And stay here, or you can build strength, rising all the way up into high lunge. Pelvis tucks. Press your heel back. And we're going to hold here, building strength. Your leg muscles, draw those inner thighs in towards your center. And two more. And release our hands back to the blocks. Forward fold. Putting your head in heavy. Halfway lift. Plant your hands on the blocks, shins or quads. And fold again. And rise. Okay. We're going to step back, right leg, warrior one. So think railroad tracks. Step my right leg back, so my right foot is bladed, and my hips are facing the front. Taking my left hip back, I'm going to press my pinky edge of my back foot there down and uncurve it. Should be really careful. When you are good to go, just take those arms up, hold. And move into warrior three next. You've got your yoga blocks. You're going to take your foot. From here, you put your back foot to the ball of your foot, and then extend your leg up. Your hands can stand on the yoga blocks. Think about that hip coming down the line. Other hip, light touch on the blocks, and hold. One more. We're going to press up the tree pose. So if you need to, then bring your foot down, rise up, and then come into tree. Okay? Or from your warrior, you can stand in warrior. I got the wall right here. And then right into tree. And your tree can be kickstand, half, or inner thigh. And let's hold. Now, a very cool thing you could do in tree with the wall, if you've got it, is going to take your yoga bar, with the block. Well, it's going to come between the wall and fold. Figure out. Yeah, sometimes it's a little harder to get into, but you're pressing your knee into the block in the wall. And of course, you have the wall here as well to hold on to, but you might feel pretty supported just from here. We're going to hold, maybe row your tree, 5, 4, 3. Yeah. All right, let's let go of that. Gonna come back to your mat. I'm gonna stand this way. Because now I'm gonna take our left foot back, warrior one, setting up. Just grab your yoga blocks, getting ready for your warrior three. Left leg again. It's bladed, pressing out against the pinky edge. Right hip is back, facing this front leg. Those arms up in your back. One more. Release. And for warrior three, using the blocks again. And then your legs lie back, hands or fingertips to the blocks. That leg tip is down in line with your right. Arms are pulled in. Foot is flexed and toes down. Here. And rise and go right into the foot down. And then, of course, if you wanted to, you're going to take your yoga block to the wall for that supported tree. And right here, or draw your tree. And release. All right, we're going to take your two yoga blocks, stack them up tall, like so. And then we're going to come down into low squat. It's on those blocks. And we're just going to hold here. So your arms are resting your thighs out. So just opening up your hips. Your back is nice and straight. So I'm going to change position so you can see a different angle. Nice straight back. We're going to move. Well, so my toes are kind of pointing out. So I'm going to have them face forward. I'm going to rock forward and plant my hands with my back, like a half lift. And then I'm going to plant myself on the blocks in my arms. Lift. And exhale. One more. And release. We're going to ease all the way down, letting go of the blocks, coming down gracefully. Block handy. Lower it down. So take a nice big inhale. Tuck your pelvis and your chin as you go slowly lower it down, one vertebrae at a time. Go into dead bugs. We're going to work on our core. You're going to grab a yoga block again between your palms, fingers are relaxed. Knees are over your hips. And then from here, you can do this in a crunch position if you like, taking it a step further. Exhale. You're going to either extend your right leg, arms back behind you, or you can tap. Your lower back needs to stay grounded. And left side, and center. And right exhale. And exhale your mouth, go forward. Left. And a few more. Right. And left. More. Right. And left. And release. Windshield wiper your knees. Just release your back. We're going to go into windshield wipers next with the yoga block between your knees. Making sure you've got space, arms around a T. So as you inhale, to your right, hover, squeeze the block, exhale back to center. Exhale to your mouth. Inhale, lift the block, exhale. A few more to your right. And left. One more on each. Great. This time, just lift your knees all the way to the right. You can keep your block there between your knees. Gaze left. Back to center. All left. Gaze right. And back. We're going to keep the block right where it is, working on some hip joint flex. And you're going to exhale, pull your feet away as you squeeze the block and back. And squeeze the block. Exhale, 2 feet away from one another. 3. And 4. 5. 2 more. 6. 7. Last one. All right, and release. We're going to come into supported bridge. You can come into supported bridge with the block on the flat end, the long end, or more challenging, it's going to be on the short end. And it's going to come right to your lower back. You should feel supported here. Breathe. I'm going to take one more breath. And as you exhale next, because mine's on the tall side, I'm going to come to my toes. You're going to lift up to hover above the block. So really squeezing your glutes, thrusting through your heels or your toes to lift. Leave your outer thighs, draw your legs in towards one another and hold for 5. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let the block go and slowly release. You're up off the windshield wiper. Nice job. Bringing the soles of your feet together, hands on your belly, getting quiet and still, praying to God. In a full body stretch, reaching back behind you, pointing your toes, hugging your knees into your chest. We're going to rock from side to side. So we're just going to finish up with a little bit of stretching. So, plant your left foot. We'll start with extending our right leg to the sky. You grab your big toe, calf, or hamstring, whatever's accessible. Then we're going to take our ankle on our left thigh for pigeon, drawing the left thigh in. Right foot plants, left leg extends, hamstring stretch on this side. Pigeon. And carefully releasing. Let's come into happy baby. Maybe coming into stillness, extending your right leg, and then extending your left, and just alternating. One more on each. Releasing your feet. And then bringing the block again, lifting up to place the block again under your lower back. Waterfall. Great opportunity again, just to close your eyes and still listening to God. What God has to say. You can stay here for final resting. You can plant your feet down, turn the block, taking up space for final resting. If you want final resting, you're going to hit pause. Otherwise, you're going to gently roll to a side and press yourself up into your right now. And nice big inhale, reaching up the coming in. Closing your eyes and down. End in prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, just thank you for this time to come together, move our bodies, to breathe, bring our awareness to you. Giving thanks for these incredible bodies that you've given us. Help us to continue to store this great gift every day. We can go on and live out these gifts that you've given us. So we can go out and just be the best neighbors we can be. love our neighbor fully, love you, Father. This precious name we pray. Thank you so much for joining me for this holy yoga class. Let me know how you enjoyed this. I would love to hear from you always. Share and subscribe. And if you like, you can catch me live. I do a lot of core work on Fridays, 9 to 10 a.m. It's Yoga Lattes class. Reach out if you want that class link. If you prefer overall body strength, working with weights, medium, heavy, body weight stuff as well, a little bit of cardio, then join me on Monday, 9 to 10 a.m. for iron yoga. And for both, just reach out. I can send you those class links and happy to give you even more information. First time visiting is free. And I hope to see you back here soon. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thanks.